English clouds. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is How to Talk About, the channel where we help you speak English more naturally and with more confidence. I'm really happy you are here today. In this episode, we are going to talk about something very important and very personal. We are going to talk about your 2026 resolutions. The title of this video is How to Talk About Your 2026 Resolutions. This episode is not a lesson. It is more like a friendly talk. Imagine we are sitting together, having a coffee or tea, and talking about life, plans, and the future. I will talk about my own resolutions for 2026. While I speak, you will hear natural English, useful expressions, and common ways people talk about plans and goals. So relax, listen, and enjoy.
Before we talk about my resolutions, let's first answer a simple question. What are resolutions, and why do they matter? A resolution is something you decide to do in the future. It is often a promise you make to yourself. People usually make resolutions at the start of a new year. A new year feels like a fresh start. It feels like a new page. For many people, resolutions give direction. They help us think about our life. They help us ask important questions, like, what do I want to change? What do I want to improve? What kind of person do I want to become? Resolutions are not about being perfect. They are about trying to be better, step by step.
When people talk about resolutions in English, they often use simple future language. You may hear sentences like, next year, I want to. In 2026, I'm planning to. I hope to. I'm trying to. Notice something important. People do not always say, I will. They often say, I want to, I'm planning to, or, I hope to. This sounds more natural and more honest. Now, let me talk about my own 2026 resolutions.
When I think about 2026, I don't only think about one goal. I think about balance. In 2026, I want a life that feels calm but active. I want to work hard, but also rest well. I want to grow, but not feel stressed all the time. So my resolutions are not extreme. They are realistic. They are things I believe I can do. Let's start with health and lifestyle.
Help the channel grow and our community grow bigger. Subscribe, like, and share.
One of my biggest resolutions for 2026 is to take better care of my health. In the past, I often said, I'm too busy. I'll start later. I don't have time. But in 2026, I want to change this thinking. I'm planning to move my body more. Not in a hard or painful way, but in a simple way. For example, I want to walk every day. I want to stretch in the morning. I want to sit less and move more. I'm not saying I will go to the gym every day. That sounds nice, but it's not realistic for me. Instead, I'm focusing on small habits. I also want to eat better. Not perfect food, just better food. I want to eat more vegetables. I want to drink more water. I want to listen to my body. When people talk about health resolutions, they often say, I'm trying to be healthier. I want to feel better in my body. I'm working on my lifestyle. These sentences are simple, but very common.
Now let's talk about work. In 2026, I want to improve my work life. Not only by working more, but by working smarter. One of my resolutions is to manage my time better. Sometimes, I work too long. Other times, I feel distracted. So in 2026, I'm planning to set clear work hours. Take short breaks, finish tasks one by one. I also want to learn new skills related to my job. I don't want to stay in the same place forever. I often say, I want to improve my skills. I'm learning something new this year. I'm trying to grow professionally. These expressions are very useful when talking about work goals.
Learning does not stop after school. In fact, learning is a lifelong process. In 2026, one of my resolutions is to keep learning. I want to read more. I want to watch educational videos. I want to practice new ideas. Sometimes learning feels slow, sometimes it feels difficult, but I remind myself that small progress is still progress. When talking about study goals, people often say, I want to improve my knowledge. I'm planning to study more. I'm learning at my own pace. I like the expression, at my own pace. It means I don't compare myself to others.
Another important area is money. Money is not everything, but it affects our life. In 2026, I want to be more careful with money. Not afraid of money, but more aware. I want to save a little every month. I want to spend less on things I don't really need. This is not about being cheap. It is about being smart. People often talk about money resolutions like this. I'm trying to save more. I want to control my spending. I'm working on better habits. Notice the word habits. Habits are small actions we repeat every day. Good habits build a good future.
Now let's talk about relationships. In 2026, I want to be more present with people. Sometimes we are together, but our mind is somewhere else. I want to listen more. I want to speak more honestly. I want to show appreciation. Personal growth is also important to me. I want to understand myself better. I want to be patient with myself. People often say, I want to work on myself. I'm trying to be more patient. I want to grow as a person. These sentences sound simple, but they are powerful.
Now let's be honest. Resolutions are not easy. Many people start strong and stop after a few weeks. This happens to almost everyone. In the past, I also failed many resolutions. I felt disappointed. Sometimes I felt guilty. But now, my thinking is different. In 2026, I don't want perfection. I want consistency. When I face challenges, I tell myself, it's okay to slow down. It's okay to start again. It's okay to make mistakes. This kind of language is very important. It helps us stay motivated.
Motivation is not magic. It comes and goes. So instead of waiting for motivation, I focus on habits. I ask myself, what is one small thing I can do today? Not tomorrow, today. Sometimes that small thing is enough. People often say, I'm taking it step by step. I'm doing my best. I'm trying not to give up. These expressions are very natural and very human.
So let's take a short moment to summarize. In this episode, I talked about what resolutions are, why they matter, my health goals, my work and learning plans, money habits, relationships and personal growth challenges and motivation. All of these are common topics when people talk about their resolutions.
Now it's your turn. You don't need perfect English. You don't need perfect plans. Just think about your 2026. Ask yourself, what do I want to change? What do I want to improve? What is one small goal I can start with? Try to say it in English. In 2026, I want to. I'm planning to. I hope to. Your English will improve with practice, just like your life goals.
Listening comprehension questions. Instructions. Listen to the podcast. Choose the best answer. What is the main topic of the podcast? A. Past memories. B. Daily routines. C. 2026 resolutions. Who is speaking in the podcast? A. 2 reporters. B. 1 main speaker. C. A teacher and students. Why does the speaker talk about resolutions? A. To explain history. B. To sell a product. C. To help people plan their future. When are the resolutions for? A. 2025. B. 2026. Next month. Answers: 1C, 2B, 3C, 4B.
Activity 2, True or false. Instructions: listen again, write true, T, or false, F. Resolutions are promises people make to themselves. The speaker says resolutions must be perfect. Health is one type of resolution mentioned. The speaker talks about learning new skills. The speaker says motivation is always easy. Answers: 1 true, 2 false, 3 true, 4 true, 5 false.
Activity 3. Listening for details. Instructions: answer the questions with short answers. 1. Name 2 types of resolutions mentioned in the podcast. 2. What habit does the speaker want to build step by step? 3. Why does the speaker say small goals are better? 4. What problem do many people have with resolutions? 5. What does the speaker say about mistakes? Possible answers: 1. Health, work, study, money, relationships. 2. Example: exercising, studying, saving money. 3. They are easier to keep. 4. People lose motivation. 5. Mistakes are normal. Mistakes help us learn.
Activity 4, Vocabulary from context. Instructions: listen and choose the correct meaning. 1. Resolution means a promise or goal. B. a problem. C, a holiday. 2, motivation means a, money. B, energy and desire to do something. C, a rule. 3, habit means a, something you do often. B, a new idea. C, a job. 4, challenge means a, something easy. B, something difficult. C, something funny. Answers: 1A, 2B, 3A, 4B.
Activity 6. Order the ideas. Instructions. Put the ideas in the correct order as they appear in the podcast. A. Talking about challenges. B. Introduction and welcome. C. Explanation of resolutions. D. Different types of resolutions. E. Final encouragement. Correct order: B, C, D, A, E.
Speaking comprehension questions. 1. What does the speaker mean by resolutions? Answer: resolutions are goals or promises people make to themselves. They are plans to improve their life, habits, or future. 2. Why does the speaker say resolutions are important? Answer: the speaker says resolutions are important because they give direction, motivation, and a reason to improve step by step. 3. What health or lifestyle resolutions does the speaker mention? Answer: the speaker talks about exercising more, eating healthier food, sleeping better, and taking care of mental health. 4. How does the speaker talk about work or career goals for 2026? Answer: the speaker talks about improving skills, finding better balance, being more confident at work, and planning long-term goals. 5. What study or learning resolutions does the speaker give as examples? Answer: the speaker mentions learning English, reading more books, studying regularly, and learning new skills online. 6. How does the speaker explain money-related resolutions? Answer: the speaker talks about saving money, spending less, planning a budget, and being more careful with expenses. 7. What challenges does the speaker say people face with resolutions? Answer: the speaker says people often lose motivation, feel tired, forget their goals, or try to change too much too fast. 8. How does the speaker suggest staying motivated? Answer: the speaker suggests starting small, building habits slowly, celebrating progress, and not being too hard on yourself. 9. What kind of language does the speaker use to talk about the future? Answer: the speaker uses expressions like, I want to, I plan to, I hope to, I'm trying to, and I'm working on. 10. What message does the speaker give at the end of the episode? Answer: the speaker encourages listeners to think about their own 2026 resolutions, believe in themselves, and make positive changes step by step.
And now let's listen to this report about New Year's resolutions. Every year, as the final hours of December fade and a new calendar begins, millions of people around the world turn their thoughts toward change. New Year resolutions have become a global tradition, crossing cultures, ages, and social backgrounds. From busy cities to small towns, people use the start of a new year as a symbolic moment to reflect on the past and imagine a better future. While resolutions may look different from one person to another, they often share the same deep desire to improve life in meaningful ways. For many people, New Year resolutions begin with reflection. The end of the year offers a natural pause, a chance to look back at successes and failures. People think about what went well and what did not. They remember goals they reached and promises they did not keep. This reflection is not always easy. It can bring pride, but also regret. Still, it plays an important role in shaping resolutions, because it helps people understand what they truly want to change. Health is one of the most common areas for resolutions. Every January, gyms fill with new members, parks see more runners, and grocery stores sell more fresh food. People promise to eat better, exercise more, sleep longer, and reduce stress. Doctors say this focus on health is positive, especially as modern life becomes more sedentary and stressful. However, they also warn that extreme goals can be harmful. Experts suggest that small, realistic changes are more effective than strict rules that are difficult to maintain. Work and career goals also appear high on the list of resolutions. Many people promise to work harder, learn new skills, or look for better opportunities. In a fast-changing job market, professional growth feels necessary, not optional. Some workers aim for promotion, while others dream of changing careers completely. The rise of remote work and digital tools has also shaped modern resolutions, with more people hoping to find a better balance between work and personal life. Education-related resolutions are not limited to students. Adults increasingly include learning goals in their plans for the new year. Learning a new language, taking online courses, or improving digital skills are popular choices. Educators note that lifelong learning is becoming more important as technology continues to transform society. New Year resolutions provide motivation, especially for those who may have postponed learning goals for years. Money is another major theme. Many people promise to save more, spend less, or manage their finances better. Rising living costs and economic uncertainty have made financial planning a serious concern for families. Financial advisors say that the new year often brings renewed attention to budgeting, debt reduction, and long-term planning. While some resolutions focus on strict saving, others aim for a healthier relationship with money, including smarter spending and better financial awareness. Relationships also play a strong role in New Year resolutions. People often promise to spend more time with family, reconnect with friends, or improve communication. In recent years, many have realized the importance of emotional connections, especially after periods of isolation and uncertainty. Resolutions about relationships are not always about fixing problems. Sometimes they are simply about being more present, more patient, and more grateful. Personal growth is perhaps the most personal category of resolutions. These goals may include becoming more confident, reducing negative thinking, or finding more meaning in daily life. Mental health professionals note that self-improvement has moved beyond physical appearance or success, focusing more on emotional well-being and inner balance. Practices such as meditation, journaling, and mindfulness are often included in modern resolutions. Despite good intentions, statistics show that many resolutions do not last beyond the first few months of the year. Researchers say this is not because people lack discipline, but because goals are often too vague or too ambitious. Promises like, "I will change my life," sound inspiring, but they offer little direction. Clear and specific goals, such as walking 3 times a week or saving a small amount each month, are more likely to succeed. Another challenge is motivation. The excitement of January can fade quickly as daily routines return. Work pressure, family responsibilities, and unexpected problems can push resolutions aside. Psychologists explain that motivation is not constant and should not be the only source of action. Building habits, even when motivation is low, is key to long-term success. This means repeating small actions until they become part of everyday life.
Thank you so much for listening today. I hope this episode helped you feel more confident about talking in English. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with other learners. This was How to Talk About Your 2026 Resolutions. Take care of yourself, keep learning, and remember, small steps can lead to big changes. See you in the next episode.